rare type of bee that's native to San Clemente Island has recently been seen right here in San Diego.
It is called the San Clemente digger bee, and it was recently found at Cabrillo National Monument. Joining us now in studio to talk more about this is bee expert Patricia Simpson, who first found the bee in Point Loma. This is in 2020, right, Patricia, when you first found it?
That's correct.
Okay, but now it disappeared. We haven't seen it for a while. Now it's back. Tell us, kind of give us an idea of how that played out and why this matters.
This matters because we have a lot of unknown about this. We were not sure that the bee had established itself on Point Loma. This is the only place on the California coast so far that it's been sighted. San Clemente is about 70 miles away from the mainland, so we don't even know how it got there in the first place. But now we know that there's a population, and this new sighting just the end of July this year confirms it. So it is, we don't know if it's anywhere else, and we're hoping to have the public help us to see if they can find that bee anywhere else.
What makes this bee so unique?
It is a very beautiful bee. It's a red bee, bright red bee. It is a little larger than a regular honeybee, and a little smaller than a bumblebee. And it is, until now, it had lived only on San Clemente. So again, we don't know how it got here. This is a very unique situation when an endemic species from an island actually moves to the mainland.
So we not only don't know how it got here, but we don't know what happened since 2020, like a 4-year gap, right?
That's correct.
You saw it, I would say we, you saw it in 2020. Didn't see it for 4 years, and then we're seeing it again. No idea why?
Yes. No idea why. On San Clemente, these bees are seen every year. They are pretty frequent. They're in abundance from April to the end of October. At Cabrillo National Monument, we've only been able to see them towards the end of the season, end of the summer, and into the fall a little bit. And we don't know why we don't have a whole lot. Maybe that population is new. Maybe they're visiting, some years and not others from the island. Maybe there's a weather event that occurs. We don't know. It has raised more questions than given answers.
Yeah.
Can these bees coexist naturally with our native bees?
They can. They can also take real estate from and resources from our native bees. So it is important that we monitor them and see how that population evolves.
So when you were, let's start with 2020 or even 2024, when you see this thing, how do you know this is something special?
I wasn't sure exactly what I was looking at when I first took a photograph of it, and I came home and looked at my resources and could not find a reference for it for Southern California. I was not looking at the islands to compare data. So I reached out to a local scientist, and he confirmed that this was a bee from San Clemente Island. And that was a big surprise to the scientific community, that people that study bees.
Okay, so if somebody happens to see this in their backyard, front yard, what should they do?
Take photos. As you can see from some of the footage here, there are people that can have fancy cameras, or you can do that with a cell phone. You can just go out in your backyard or visit the preserves near your area, Mission Trails Regional Park or Torrey Pines State Park. Just go out there, stay on the trails, but photograph bees, and maybe you'll be making a big discovery. And it could be this bee, or it could be something else.
Is it dangerous, or any more or less dangerous than other bees that we know?
No. Generally speaking, our native bees are pretty tame, yes.
And what they do to pollinate, is that different than the regular honeybees we know around here? I mean, does it affect the plants in any way?
Actually, there's been a study recently that has found that our native plants do not do as well with honeybees pollinating them. So our native bees are very important in the pollination of our native plants in our natural preserves.
Okay, Patricia Simpson, good discovery. We appreciate you sharing it with us, and good to know what we see if we see that red bee out there.
Yes, take out your phones.
Yes,
take
good
out
work by you.
phones.
I appreciate the information.
Thank you for having me.
A photo. Thank you very much.